I don't do clips. Okay, so what's your take?
What is your take? What is my take? We're all taking away from what has happened. Oh, so much is going on in the Dabbleverse. Wait, are you talking about Chad?
Yeah, you reacted to my tweet where I'm said I'm
Yes.
out of the basketball business. I'm out of the Chad and the rape business.
Oh, that ungrateful piece of garbage. All that you have done for that man. And what has Shuli done for him? Is Shuli paying his bills? That's what Tukey wants to know. Is he on the Shuli payroll? Does he have a key to the ESO vaults? Tukey doesn't have a key. El Harible has a key.
If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. He doesn't make any money at the shit network. Also, Chad does a show now called Kumia's Cox. He don't even have a problem with any of these people. He has a problem with Stuttering John. Why doesn't he go on the Uncle Rico show? Why don't they have him over there? That's where he belongs. You know why he doesn't? Because then he's going to have to pay Chad, and he don't want to pay Chad. He don't have no money. Tukey, I'm one guy. I make the same amount as them, and they're five guys.
Yes, and they make delicious burgers.
They had five. They made $1,000 more last month on YouTube, but I make more on Patreon. I just did the math today. They have like 300 members on their Patreon. I have like 500 to 600. So I'm whatever they're ahead of me on YouTube. I'm ahead of them on Patreon. So Shuli,
I gotta change my numbers in the books.
Shuli can't pay Chad anything. So Chad's trying to play it like, Kevin will pay me. And I'll pretend like I'm a man of my word. Again, I didn't even know that you guys. So Cardiff really hates Shuli now, and you don't like Shuli either.
No. It's not that I don't like Shuli. I just don't think he's very funny. He kind of, he just stinks. But as a person, he's always been nice to Shuli, which hurts Tukey even more. Or he's always been nice to Tukey, I should say.
Yeah, you're getting your pronouns confused.
I'm confused.
So you think Chad's dumb to just be loyal to Shuli? He's never even been in business with Shuli. He has no relationship with Shuli other than they've talked a couple of times on the phone. So he's got to be loyal to Shuli, and he makes no money. Chad's show doesn't make money. That's a fact. Chad's show by himself doesn't make a lot of money. So if Nick Swartz is not throwing him gigs, or if he doesn't make money over here, I don't know where he's making money. And Ken Mosca, don't get me started with Ken Mosca.
Don't get me started.
Ken Mosca acts like he's this rich guy. Ken Mosca, he has a severely autistic son. Everyone froze. He has a severely autistic son.
Okay. So you're saying he has weak sperm?
That is true. But I'm also saying Ken Mosca acts like he's rich. He's going to have to put his his wife. I know this because Ken Mosca told me.
Stop it. You wouldn't want people to talk about your kid. Like it's just his kid.
No, Ken Mosca's trying to stick it to me. I'm sticking to him back. He's gonna bully. He's gonna give Chad money to stick it to me. Fuck him. He don't have the money. Save the money for your kid when you put him in a home, like Earl Skakel's aunt. These are all facts. You want to play dirty, Ken Mosca? Let's fucking go with your shitty sperm.
Hacka.
His wife wants to put their kid in a fucking home. He told me that. Save your money for the home. And I'm being nice because of the holidays.
Passover?
No, Tukey. Ken Mosca is causing trouble for Chad. And again, is Ken Mosca going to pay Chad $12,000 this year?
No. Well, I thought Chad was on the salary, boss. I thought he was on the payroll now.
Yeah, but Chad can't handle success.
That is true.
Mm-hmm. So he gets a little taste of success, and he'll be like, I'll do whatever I want. Again, team up with Shuli all you want. Shuli runs a pedophile network. They don't make any money. He doesn't have any money to pay Chad. He wants Zenhauser to quit, is my take, because he don't even want to pay Zenhauser anymore. Their money is so bad. How
bad is it?
It's equal to mine. That's how bad it is.
Well, hold on.
I'm one guy. I'm not even a potato or a vegetable or anything like that.
Wouldn't they get rid of Mike Morse first?
That's why I'm yelling. Between YouTube and paying guests and paying Chad and paying Adam, I'm not getting rich over here. And now Ken Mosca's like, hey, let me fuck up Chad's money. That's all he's doing. Because Ken Mosca does not have the money to he's no Bentley. He's no Borgo. He don't know he's no Permasil. He don't have no horsies. So he's a motherfucker with an severely autistic kid acting like he's some high roller, and all he's doing is fucking with Chad's money. Go ahead, Potato.
I don't know if I want to follow this. Any of this.
This
is the episode you invite us on?
I know shit that you guys don't know. I know Ken Mosca way before Chad did. So Ken Mosca acting like this is a win for Chad to not work here anymore, and Ken Mosca's gonna prop him up like Bentley does to fucking Ray DeVito. It ain't happening. Ken Mosca don't have any money.
Can I ask you one question?
Okay.
Other than you've said his name a bunch of times, and Chad says his name every day, who the fuck is Ken Mosca?
Exactly. So Ken Mosca wants to like try to act like he's this high roller, and he's making Chad say that the sponsor of the pedophile network. So Chad's like, well, Ken Mosca's my pal. Ken Mosca's just being a dick, and all he's doing is fucking with Chad's money. I'll be okay without Chad. Chad's quit at least 3 or 4 times. Will. Chad's quit 3 or 4 times already. I'll manage. But where's Chad gonna make up the money for? Is he gonna have to do more gigs with Nick Swartzen? He doesn't control that. Nick Swartzen does. I used to open for that jerk off Louis C.K. and he was throwing me some pretty serious work until he started fucking some lady, and all of a sudden he kicked me out the fucking tour because I didn't have a fucking juicy snatch.
You ever watch him jerk off?
Bros
yeah,
before
I don't care if he jerked off. We all jerk off, so jerk off in front of me, Louie. I don't care.
Did he ever force you to watch him?
Yeah, he cornered me in a bathroom one time in a green room.
Oh.
It's what you do what you got to do to pay the bills.
Respect.
He never invited you?
Good. Ken Mosca's trying to act like he's a big deal. Go fuck yourself, Ken Mosca. He's a piece of shit. Oh yeah, I'm gonna make Chad say that he supports the pedophile network. I mean, again, have at it. Yeah, Ken Mosca, yeah, save all your shekels and pay Chad what I pay him every year. Good luck, you fucking loser. I'm just saying he is a severely autistic kid. I was doing a gig for his autism foundation one year. His son was there. I was scared. The guy's gigantic.
Oh, no.
He's like that Gilgo Beach killer. They might do a Netflix thing on him. This guy is huge, and he was frothing at the mouth.
The kid?
Oh.
Yes.
How old is he?
Potato, you still don't like Shuli, right?
Yeah, fuck Shuli.
That's
Want me to
it?
expand? I don't know what you want me to say. I didn't plan a diatribe for today. I'm a little shook by you screaming about Ken Mosca's kid.
Save your money, Ken Mosca.
You mean his
Ken
severely retarded
Ken Mosca's trying to big dick the chat, and look, I got all this money. He don't. And if he does, he don't. But if he did, save it.
I just think it's disgusting the way the Mud Shark has shown no loyalty to you, boss, after all you've done for him. I mean, this makes what Ray DeVito did last year at Hackamania look like nothing. I mean, this is literally Chad teaming up with your arch enemy, the shitware. I mean,
Yeah, do the show. Do the Uncle Rico show. They all don't like John. Do the Uncle Rico show. I support it. Chad, go do the Uncle Rico show. Have Shuli pay you. Shuli can put you on salary like he has Mike Morris and that other fucking the food guy.
We're your real friends, Kevin. We've never asked you for money.
Yeah, how is Shuli not a Kumia cuck?
He is. He's a
He
biggest
is.
cuck.
Yeah, but how's he not in Chad's intro for Kumia's cucks? Who the fuck has heard of Frank and Chrissy? Who's heard from them in the last 2 years? But Shuli has Kumia on every week.
What does Shuli?
Shuli's not a Kumia cuck?
What does Shuli have on Chad? I think is the question we should all be asking here.
Probably his matzo balls.
I'm saying it's like I know what's happening. So everyone's trying to pretend. You guys are not even pretending. You're not pretending. I mean,
No.
you're a potato, you're a puppet. But
Yeah.
all these Ken Mosca is trying to pretend he's like this big tough guy, and he's got a lot of money, and he's gonna call the shots over here. He's gonna get Chad over to the pedophile network. I encourage Chad to go over there, do the Uncle Rico show. Chad hates. At some point, Chad's gonna be doing an Uncle Rico show with Anthony Cumia, and then I'll be happy. He'll be sitting there with Cumia's cocks.
Mm-hmm. He'll be a Cumia's cuck.
Chad will become his own show. He'll become a Cumia's cuck.
He's a self-fulfilling prophecy right there.
That's all I want to see, and then I'll be happy. Then I'll stop yelling.
Full circle.
But in the meantime, it's like Ken Mosca. You got to worry about Ken Mosca. I don't. I got bandages on both arms. I'm a junkie.
What happened?
It's not so much Ken Mosca you got to worry about. It's that Andre the Giant kid he gave birth to behind him.
Christ.
Right?
Yes.
I know nothing about your kid, Ken Mosca. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to be funny.
He's a gigantic, strong kid.
7'4",
He should be in a ring somewhere.
pounds
I'm just saying these are the
from
facts.
Grenoble, France.
So Ken Mosca, let's play. Let's go. Let's go in the ring, Ken Mosca. Me, you, and your son. And they don't have any money to pay him.
I ran out of words. What? No, no money.
Even yesterday, when Joe's like, or the double wide guy was like, Kevin's not going to be too happy because he's number 42 this month, and I thought they're going to be in the top. I thought they're going to be in the top 10 or something. They're going to stick it to me, and then we basically make the same amount of money. I'm like, are these people fucking stupid? And and Chad doesn't understand it. Like they don't have any money to pay Chad. But again, go over there. So why am I paying Chad? Chad's more loyal to the guy who's not even paying him a dollar, and they're pedophiles. And like you said, Adam's the belle of the ball. We don't get into a lot of trouble here with the authorities, except when I'm driving to Atlantic City. But should I be more mad or less mad? I don't even know how to take it anymore.
More mad.
I think you should count your blessings.
More mad.
Can I do both? Can I be more mad and count my blessings?
Yeah, sure. But like, just think about it. He's out of your life. He's
like
gone.
That song, that Michael Jackson song. She's out of your life. All right, so Cardiff. I mean, Tukey. You think I'm playing this wrong?
I think you have to.
I mean, it's exhausting. It's exhausting. It's like again, I just get exhausted with the, Ray's going to demand what's going to happen with the basketball. And then Chad has to be loyal to the pedophile network, even though he gains nothing except Ken Mosca will send him $100 if he is. So it's like, what? What? Chad's doing what for $100?
It's exhausting. It's like you said, you're only one man, boss.
That's true.
It's exhausting that you can't find loyal servants.
It's not even that. It just, if it made a little bit of sense, I'd be all for it.
It'd make dollars.
Like if Chad was getting paid at the pedophile network, that'd be one thing. I'd be like, yeah, if it makes dollars, it makes sense. But it don't, so it don't.
That's what everyone says over at the WATP headquarters too. If only Carl paid us, this would make more sense that we have to be here every week. Tukey is still a proponent on you shouldn't pay anyone, Kevin. Everyone should come on your show and do the best appearance they can, so
Except
people
Karmic.
want to go
Karmic's
and follow
cold.
them.
Pay Karmic.
Yeah, pay Karmic.
Okay. Well, you know why I started paying people?
For friendship?
No, because when the whole super chat system started to kick in, I was like, oh, we're making money, so let's. Yeah,
you're making money. You think they're here for these idiots?
No, my point is, this seems to be working. I'll pay people so we'll keep doing it. It'll keep working. It was as simple as that. It wasn't like I was trying to be a nice guy. I was like, hey, this seems to be catching on, so let's pay people to keep it going. And then, of course, Shuli's been trying to recruit Chad for years since we started. Since we started in 2023, like over 2 years. And now I'm like, go over there. Chad's only beef now is with Stuttering John. He has no beef with Cumia, with anybody, or any of the Cumia's cucks. He's pretending he has a beef with Steel Toe, but nobody even cares about fucking Steel Toe anymore.
He called and had a nice 20-minute conversation with Coach Scott today.
Did.
What kind of beef is he having?
Coach Scott seems very nice.
And Coach
Scott,
nice
old man.
Coach Scott is Steel Toe's coach.
Yeah, his boxing. The guy who owns the gym. Where
He's
And
the
so
guy.
Chad went called him to try to like make a joke out of it, but then they just had a nice talk.
Yes,
Yeah, for about
Chad
20
freezes
minutes.
up. Chad freezes up. It was
Yeah.
much like the Stuttering John prank phone call, where it's like, "All right, I'm in. How are you, Coach Scott? Oh, he doesn't know. He doesn't know you guys. I'm fucking with him."
Ay, ay, ay.
Yeah, he was putting up like super chats while he was on the phone with him, thinking he got him. He got him. He got one over on him.
So they hung up as friends.
They did.
Yes.
Yeah, invited him to call anytime.
Mhm.
You know, that's a great call, a great prank call, great content.
Yeah, that's
Just
how
call me
Florentine
anytime.
ends all his prank calls like that. Hey,
Yep.
let's get together more often. I don't know, man. I don't know. Listen, Chad is not as dumb as Ray, and again, Chad's using the loyalty
That's not
thing.
a fact. That's not a fact, Jack. Chad
That is a
really
fact.
dumb
Yo, what?
Ray.
Are you
Chad's-
basing that on some kind of Ohio curve or something?
No, but Chad's saying, he's loyal to Shuli because Shuli hasn't done anything to him, but he's trying to fuck with his money. Shuli's trying to fuck with his money now because I'm the only guy that pays him.
His example was, when John struck me, I called Shuli for advice, and you asked him, what did he say? I don't know. I remember. So he gave him such great advice that he doesn't remember that he's loyal to Shuli till the end.
I mean, Shuli, again, they don't make money. They don't have money to pay Chad. Also, they're fucking creepy dudes. Like, it's like not just ISO. Of course, he's pretty creepy.
Yeah, take ISO out of the equation.
Yeah, but
It's still
even this single wide dude, he's like a weird dude. It's like their
Zenhauser?
wives and shit. They're it's just a weird place to want to be loyal to for Chad to be like, I got to be loyal to this group of pedophiles over here. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm done trying to figure it out. It's like trying to figure out Ray DeVito.
That's a
Where you
That's
just
a
go like,
puzzle.
I gotta wash my hands to stick it to me I would say to Ken Mosca, stay in your fucking lane. All you're doing is fucking, he's bringing himself into the show. So people are like, oh, you shouldn't talk about it. I'm talking about Ken Mosca. He made himself a part of the show. So now we're here. Now I just convinced myself that I'm right. Ken Mosca made himself part of the show, made himself part of the Dabbleverse, and now I'm going to tell what I know about Ken Mosca and why he should be keeping his fucking money close to home. And then stop acting like he's a fucking Bentley or a Permaseal or a vaping or a Chandler or who am I forgetting? Borgo. You don't know no horses and you don't work with the Chinese. But again, he wants to make himself part of the Dabbleverse. You're in, Ken. Congratulations. So this means Chad's going to go back to sniping you? I guess. I think the sniping, listen, man, if Chad wants to snipe me, that's fine. I sniped Ray last night. It's not easy. It's not easy to snipe. and if Chad snipes me, I'll just probably make my show extra terrible when he's sniping me, and then he'll stop. Maybe I'll do I'll watch Ray clips, and that'll make Chad insane. Johnny Mac, thank you. Can we all just agree? Listen, man, at some point you got to go. At some point you got to go. Like when I work for Kumia. Kumia's funny. And I figure, whatever. I'll do the show every Thursday. I worked there twice. And then I knew Kumia doesn't like black people. My wife is, in theory black. So I had to be like, all right, well, this is kind of a little suspect. So whenever I'd be doing a show, and he'd be bringing up black people, I would try to get him off topic a little bit. Mm-hmm. So it's the same thing. Like if you're Chad, you got to be like, all right, Brennan pays me. He pays me money. I really don't have to do that much. Brennan reads all the super chats, does most of the talking. I don't have to do that much. Mm-hmm. But let me be loyal to a place where they literally hire pedophiles.
Literally.
The network was started literally by a pedophile. Mm-hmm. But Shuli's take will be like Brennan. No, I stated that Ken Mosca. I met his son. I just know what I know. So I said, Ken Mosca, stop acting like you're rich. You're not. Save your money. Just check with Vegas. There's already a line on when Chandler will be back on the show. Over under said it June 26th. What's today? Oh, yeah.
I'll take the under.
Listen, man. Listen, I convinced myself. Thanks to everybody. We're not done yet, but thanks to let me work my way through this one. It's like Ken Mosca wants to be part of it, and you got to take the good with the bad. Ask Stuttering John. Ask Chad Zumock. Ask Rob Saul. Ask Stevie Lou. You got if you want to be part of it, you got to take the good with the bad. Ask Carl, your buddy, and his mom wife. I mean, that we had a good time with the mandolin.
Mm-hmm.
So you're part of the Dabbleverse. You want to be part of it. You're here.
Hit the follow button. Hit the like button.
A lot of Doom boys out there.
Fuck off, dude.